Let's go back to the situation in Minneapolis and the issue of federal funding for the sanctuary cities. Joining me now is Congressman Tim Walberg, who chairs the House Committee on Education and the Workforce. He represents the 5th Congressional District of Michigan. Chairman Walberg, welcome back to Washington Watch. Thanks so much for taking time to join us.
Tony, good to be with you, and thanks for being a voice that talks about fact.
Well, and that's what we want. We want the newsmakers. We want those who know what is happening. I want to get your take on the president's decision, which, quite frankly, I think should have been done a long time ago, to halt federal funds to states over their so-called sanctuary city policy starting February the 1st. I mean, it would appear to me these are cities helping people violate the law. Why would we send federal money to them?
Right. To the president's defense, he's attempted to do that, and radical judges who don't understand the Constitution and really the rights of the three branches of government, starting out with Article 1, the direct representative of the people being Congress, and then Article 2, the president, has that ability. And in fact, if he doesn't carry out the needs and the wishes, desires, and the constitutional responsibility to care for the people and the taxpayers and their funds that, again, it's not government dollars, it's taxpayers' dollars. When it's abused by states like Minnesota and cities like Minneapolis and sanctuary cities like Los Angeles and Chicago, and doesn't have the ability to say, we're not going to send federal dollars to entities that are thumbing their nose at the law and at federal government and the taxpayers that willingly or unwillingly give their dollars in tax form to the federal government, we have a problem. And when you see what's going on in Minneapolis right now with a toy mayor who doesn't have an idea of what this great government is about, and Tim Walz, who I came into Congress with, who is thumbing his nose at the federal government and in fact almost setting himself up in insurrection area. I think it's time that the president does this. I support him strongly, and I just, sadly, we're going to have liberal judges who will try to stop that, but I think the president ought to keep going after it.
Well, I think people need to understand these sanctuary cities are designed to draw illegals into their cities. They are counted in the census, which affects the distribution of congressional seats. So they're taking tax dollars, drawing people into their states, but it has the effect, or their cities or states, it has the effect of robbing other citizens in this country of fair representation.
It certainly takes away our punch, our ability, the strength of actual citizens, whether they are born citizens or naturalized citizens. Either one are legal, and yet we are being diminished by illegals or non-citizen immigrants in this nation, and thus giving representation that comes from really the most liberal aspects of our government, because they can't win without cheating. Right. They can't win without stacking the deck. They can't win if they just have to count on real, honest-to-goodness citizens at the ballot box. So it is a tragic action that's taken place here in this so-called modern area of our country, and yet it is undermining everything that makes America what America is.
Chairman Walberg, we've got about 2 minutes left. What prompted all of this was the massive fraud scandal in Minnesota. Now, last week, under the jurisdiction of your committee, you sent letters to Governor Walz and to Minnesota's AG, Keith Ellison, regarding the reports of improper payments and misuse of taxpayer dollars in Minnesota's child care assistance program. Have you received any response from them?
We have not as of yet. They still have a few more days relative to what we've asked. But I would not be surprised if they don't respond. I served with both Governor Walz and Attorney General Ellison, and both of them are radical. Both of them do not want the oversight of the federal government. Both of them will stand in the way. But if they do, we have means by which we can compel or else demonstrate to the watching world that these are rogue leaders and going beyond what the rights, responsibilities, and authority that they have. And so we'll keep the pressure on, and we'll use every resource available to us.
Do you have information to suggest that there is corruption in this program as well?
Absolutely. I mean, what we're seeing simply from resources that come from an investigative journalist who has gone out, and in fact, last night I saw a report where he was showing pictures of transportation vehicles, vans, that were allegedly being used for seniors and child care entities. All of those in Minnesota, you have the benefit of being able to see if these vehicles have been moved, and they haven't been moved. There's snow all over them. There's no tracks in the snow that they've been moved, and they don't go to centers that are actually having children or seniors in them. So all of that gives strong indication that this is bogus.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're looking at it. I'm certain it won't stop with Minneapolis and Minnesota. It's going to be other states as well. Congressman Tim Walberg, always great to see you, my friend. Thanks so much for joining us.
Likewise.